Hello and welcome, my name is Nilaus and this is episode 3 of our 7th season of Factorio, where we've now created this small storage area or smelting areas, and it's now about getting, which was silly that I did it that way in the first place. We will now work on proceeding. There we go. Let's see, some lights. There we go. Now there's lights. Okay, so we're gonna start working on the main bus. And that one is not something we'll work on. We'll build an automation too. I like that. I rarely build that in time, so you build it too late. Okay, this way. Let's see how far I wanted it to go. So let's see. I actually want the first one to be iron, the second one to be, I want this one to be copper. Again, running out. I always have to build these. This is actually the first thing I'm gonna build. There. Okay, so it wasn't quite through. That's why you should remove all the trees around this. So let me just see if maybe, oh, this is so abusive. This one, that one, and that one is that one, and then put it into a chest. There, 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 and there, and then that should be able to get everything. I'm gonna need to drag some lines over here anyway, so power lines. I just want to cut it out of my own build queue, all of these. Go, and let's actually build some more because we need it. And let's drag it back. Don't care about how it's positioned, what it looks like. And let's get some lights so we can actually see that it is working. Yes, indeed. Very slow. And we'll proceed with getting the copper up there as well. Actually, now that I'm thinking of it, I don't think it's going to be this one. And now I'm kind of starting to think about, I wonder where I'm going to put the steel. But that's something for later. I'm going to concern myself with that later on. Unfortunately, this one's going to be annoying because there's a lot of things in the way. At least I have upgraded to, what's it called? Steel. Yeah, it's not the right way of doing this, because I can't really see where I'm going. Okay, this is not so bad. Just cut through the forest, nice and easy. Almost there. And then I just hope I haven't sort of like shifted one tile over. Nope, looks good so far. Let's zoom out and see where it goes up. That's actually almost here. I'm gonna have so many belts, and that's why it's only a short-term solution. Because it's gonna be so belt heavy, and belt heavy is not good. See? Transport belts. Not a lot, but some. It's actually constrained by the fact that not a lot is allowed to pass by here. Let's get some more transport belts. Let's also craft some. Let's bring up the bus. Here we are. Nice. What will be the first thing we want to build off of the bus? I think that's going to be science. Build red and green science is usually the first thing. So I think there'll be room enough for it here. Maybe just a bit more. So what I also have to remember is What's really key is that he'll take 4 right for a running path, and then I need more than 2. This is where I can start my buildings. Let's start by building some more of these bad boys. So here I'll have my, what's that be? That will be the red signs and later on the green signs on top. But let's start with the red signs. So this is where we'll get it. I will need a lot of splitters now. I can see that. What are we missing for splitters? Ah, we're missing some copper. Good thing we have some copper around here. Just grab it from here. That's not the most efficient way of doing it, grabbing it from that belt. I can start on this. So this one will be really easy. How is it usually done? It's one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one will be red. And that one will be that. So there. And that's the output. Output here. And let's get some of these. I also need more of those. Obviously, you're going to be outputting there. Put this one will then be led over to somewhere where I will be. I could drag it back, but I think that might be risking overlapping. This is where I'll build my science labs. I don't need much more room. I need a bit more room for the green science, but not a lot. And then I'll build it out here. I think that's a fine place to build my science facilities. And lots and lots of inserters needed. And they're building really slow. There. And that one takes, I guess we take 2 of those. So this is where below here and there. That should do the trick. Actually, that's not gonna work because I only have the bad ones there. So these are all actually in the wrong positions. I completely forgot that. And change it there. Okay, so while we are just messing about with this, another key thing of this build is actually that I want to make sure that it is I spend most of the time building and less time designing. It may seem silly that I want to do that, but it's actually in the previous episodes I spent a lot on the design, but in this case this is just a matter of getting something up and running, and once we have that, it's I'm actually going to go on for the next. What are we actually constrained on? That's okay, so that's the copper, but I can just grab more copper here. There's tons and tons of copper. It's actually going to skew it if I only take from one side. I think I'll remove one of these chests for each, because not enough is allowed to pass by. Oh my god, this is slow. I need that handcrafting thing. Should I start building the green science now? Okay, I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I always take 12. I don't know why. I think that's just out of habit. Oh, and I need some belts. Fine. Actually, I have a lot of belts. Let's try and make sure it doesn't collide with that, but still has some room. Oops. So this is where I'll move upwards into the science facility area, because that's just going to be fed by, well, it's also going to get blue science at some point. It obviously is, but that's not going to be a concern. Not yet, at least. What do we have? Do we have any yet? No, we don't have any. Oh, that's one. Should I? No, it's so much easier to move it than it is to build it for future at this point. It's sometimes, and this is not just me, but a lot of people are spending too much effort on preparing for the future instead of just rebuilding it once that future is there. Because a lot of things, I mean, by the time I have red circuits, yeah, sure, I'm not just so desperate for items as I am now, or for raw materials, and it's going to be easier just to redo it. Just add another line in between. But at this point, sure. Yep, there. That should be all of these I need. I wonder why I'm not getting any. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they are now up and running. I'm gonna need some lights as well. Not like that. There. So that's ready. Why are you not inserting? Because I'm a moron, right? Yes, I am. I'm a moron. I am gonna need some long inserters. I can't believe I did that. It's like I haven't played this game like ever. Oh, I also need some of these. Silly. Actually, now that I think of it, that's actually quite nice. No, that's also wrong. Because if I build it up here, then there's no room for the green circuits or the green signs to be put on that side. So it has to go on down here. We're actually really congesting this. I did not want to have it start this far down, but okay. Reality happened. There we go. And then we just need some red thingies. Really not a lot of point of overdoing these ones when there's nothing to put in them. There. How many more? 3 more. Even to the point where I need to build more transport belts. That doesn't make sense. Why would you want to build more transport belts? Let's build this instead. Actually, it also has to be underground belts here, for that's the running path. I'm gonna fix that later, and let's also get more of these. Definitely need to build those. Okay, so okay, finally. Here. That's for the running path, and let's get that one up there at least. And we have these, the red ones. Good. So we can start building. Good. That is our bit more systematic red signs. Yeah, I'll just build the walls, and I'm gonna build them anyway at some point. Let's actually build. Did I run out of iron? Shit. That's easy to fix. Good. And now the next one is going to be a lot more difficult. Because that's going to be, let's see, the green signs relies on inserters. Inserters relies on green. And I don't have that green. So that's going to be the next one. On this side here, I'm going to have 4 lines. 4 lanes. Is that enough? I think it is, because it's not going to be the be-all, end-all of buses here. So maybe just do, and that's going to be the running path, and that's going to be the don't build here patch, and then I'm going to start building the green signs here. What is that now? That's a heavy armor. It's fine. What else can we build? Yeah, let's build that one. Good. This is where I'm so used to having to using the Bob's mods. So this one we'll build this here, and up here we'll build that. I don't need that much of this. because that one's gonna go. Okay, there's gonna be one inbound for iron and one outbound. Then I'm gonna mirror it on the other side because I don't want to build a huge one just yet. But I definitely need this to be scalable. So at this point we will be getting some copper out here. Copper needs to flow at this place. That looks awkward. I need a ton of underground wells. So let's get that. This is the problem of doing like the main bus. If you build it too big to begin with, you are risking. Okay, and there. Good, now that's coming over. Great. I also need my power poles coming over as well. Let's take them from down here. So I'm gonna have one there and then there. That looks about right. So how will we power this? Oops. We'll definitely. How the hell are you powering that one? That one, that way, I suppose. I'm gonna use a lot of power poles for this junk here. Like that, I think. That's probably the best way. You're also gonna start building more of these. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. And that's the inbound, so inbound, inbound, and outbound here. This one will be the iron, which again also needs to go under. Starting there. Almost. There, now we have iron coming in. Let's start building the next level here. That one here. These will be different in the sense that they'll be outbound and the long ones will be the inbound ones. And we built 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 there. And we're gonna have that one inbound again. Whoops, this. There, that's actually pretty good. And this one will then be brought back. What the hell? Did I? Oh, I thought it was an odd number. This will be... Oh, I lost all my... There we go, 164, happy. This will be the green circuits coming out. At this point, the bus idea seems extremely silly because it's just basically a lot of undergrounds and overground and underground belts. See, now we have that, and that's also what we're going to be piping in here. So we have a teeny tiny amount of that. It's fine for now. Let's put some lights on it so we know what's going on. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are actually mispositioned. There and there. And let's also put some lights in there and there. So now we will be able to see what's going on. Nothing much here. We'll build that one. That's crafting speed research. That'll help me build slightly faster. Now we can see that this is just not enough. It's just not cutting it the amount of copper I'm getting here. So I think we will be... Let's wrap up this one. Oh, I can't do that because I need more iron. Well, problem solved. 1, 2. Yeah, I need 12 of those. And that's gonna be it for us when we have those. So basically made some automated signs. Next time we're gonna build on some green signs, because that's also gonna take a bit of time. I built the... Well, actually the green circuits is quite a nice achievement to build. It's so easy to set up, but that's going to be my bottleneck for the majority of the mid game. Until it shifts to red signs, but then, or red circuits, but then again it's probably going to be the green circuits that constrain. Why did that one get in my inventory? There. Ah, okay. Like that. Okay, so let's recap. We have now started the main bus. We have green circuits, and we have our little science facility. It looks like the skeleton is being built now, and you can also see that maybe I have to shift back and put some more throughput in already now. But this is good. This is exactly what we want to see. So that's the third episode. Thank you very much for joining, and we'll be continuing the expansion of the main bus over the next many episodes. So thank you. See you next time. Bye.